Hi, this is LuFisto, the longest reigning Shine champion, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia and I'm so excited to be here with LuFisto today. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm so excited to have you on, so thank you for taking the time.
Hey, no problem.
Today we are here at RISE 7 in Illinois, and we all know that killing bitches is your business, so...
And business is good.
I was about to ask. Business is feeling pretty good today, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not killing anyone tonight, but I will tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow at Shimmer. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking for new victims tonight.
Is that always the case? Just scouting out for victims to kind of get in the ring?
Yeah, or sometimes tag team partners. But right now I'm pretty set when it comes to tag teams.
Yes.
I got Jordan Grace and Team PAWG, and me and Hudson Hanvey are really. I always say like the threat is real because we're coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, earlier you were winning big, so tell me a little bit about that, because I know you were feeling pretty pumped before.
Well, I'm doing pretty good because I'm not a gambler, but when I come here, they have those machines backstage, and I won $200. So the night is young and the night is good.
It's a good way to start off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I love watching you wrestle because your hardcore matches are absolutely insane. I think the craziest one I saw is when you had the 3 inches of glass stuck in your back.
Oh yeah.
When you think back to those types of things, what runs through your mind?
And the funny thing is that's not even the craziest I did.
No, that's just when I saw that I was like,
yeah, I did like hundreds of lights, the Cage of Death, fighting Necro Butcher has to be my biggest challenge when it comes to hardcore wrestling, because when it comes to hardcore, he's the man. And I went in there with the man, toe-to-toe, beat the man. So I broke my hand on his face, and I broke his face in the process. But yeah, hardcore for me back then was a way to prove that women could do it, and even do it as rough, as hardcore, and even better. Because people were telling me, you can't do this, you're a girl. I'm like, watch me.
Yeah, you're like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. It's always been a challenge for me, and that's the main reason why I wrestle, because I was told I could not do it because I'm a woman. You're too small, you're too fat, you're just a girl. Women don't belong in wrestling. So that's why I joined wrestling. I wanted to prove people wrong. That's why I started doing hardcore, because I was told I could not do it, and I just kept going like that for soon 21 years.
You've definitely proved all of those assholes wrong. Well done, seriously. What would you say is one of the worst bumps or injuries you've taken because of being in the ring?
Oh my God. Well, one injury that comes to mind is I did a moonsault to the outside, and unfortunately, I ended up on the floor, not on the opponents, and I exploded my my kneecap. So I went in there and I finished the match on one leg. That was pretty bad. I'm trying to think if there's something else.
At the time, did you know something is not right?
I landed on the floor. That was my thought process when I jump and I land on the floor, and I'm like, oh boy, that wasn't good. So, okay, this is okay. This is fine. Okay, and then when I try to get up and put weight on my left. I was oh, sweet Lord, baby Jesus. I'm like, and I walked the whole night, sold merch. I used to live in Canada back then, drove the 8 hours back with my friend Stefan. And then I'm at home, and I was living with my friend Kareen back then. I was like, it doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. I think I'm like, at first I was trying to convince myself it was just a bruise. I go in there, and then they call me the next day. You need surgery now. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, it's exploded in 4 pieces. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad.
No big deal.
I mean, I broke my wrist, broke my ribs, wrist, ribs, ankle, maybe 2 bad concussions. But over 21 years, it's not. No, I don't see it as that bad. It could have been, but I was taking a lot of risk too. Because same reason, you're a woman, you can't do this, and I didn't want people to think that I was scared of taking moves because I'm a woman. She won't do it. She's just a girl. So things have changed a lot today. Girls have for the better, because girls have their own home promotions. Just for the girls, it's just all women. And they're not just a special attraction now on a show, they're part of the show. And women wrestling has grown better, bigger. And the fans appreciate the women for them being athletes, not just two ladies in the ring.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of moves that if I would start again today, oh my God, there's some of those like, why did I jump from a balcony? Was it necessary? Why did I take this move? I could have died, and I'm okay, but I could have died. Why did I do it? It's maybe the experience and some sort of wisdom that's talking now, and I'm like,
maybe that
why?
wasn't so good.
Yeah, I'm like, why? So there's some girls who come and talk to me every time it's hardcore intergender, because I've been doing intergender since I started. People think it's new, but no, I've been wrestling men since 1997. Win title since 98, men title, and they come to me and they're like, I want to do this with the hardcore lever. I'm like, why do you want to do this? Is someone pressuring you, or you feel you need it as an athlete, as a challenge? If that is your answer, do it, because as a person, as an athlete, you want to, get over that challenge, prove yourself, push yourself. But if it's just because, well, the promoter asked me, or, I don't know, they want me to do it. It's like, if it's not a reason for yourself, I just tell them not to do it, because what you do now will affect your life in the future. Because for all the bumps I took, for all the cuts I had, my knees hurt more than a regular person. I have cuts all over my body. Most of them you can't really see them, but I had like my head shaved for a while, and you could see like where the glass cut, and like, do you really want this? It looks cool. You're gonna get a buzz from it. It's awesome. Back then, I feel that I had somewhat of a good reason to do it, because my goal was to advance women's wrestling, but you don't need it right now. Like, women's wrestling is good as a sport. You don't need to push the envelope that much. But if you do it for yourself because that's a personal challenge, then go for it.
Earlier you had mentioned Jordan Grace from Team PAWG, your tag team. So going into this interview, I actually was talking with Jordan. She had a couple of questions for you.
Really?
That
Jordan.
she did. So the first one she wanted me to ask, and she wrote it in a way where I feel like I had to say it like in a certain way, and it was, what is tea?
What is tea?
Yeah, what is tea?
Here, if it's about tea to drink, I'm old and you're young. That's why you're baby PAWG and I'm mama PAWG. So you drink your energy drinks and I drink my tea.
Oh, okay, so that's...
I don't know if that's what you mean.
That's probably it.
Or maybe it's, what's the tea with the drag queens say. I'm a big RuPaul fan, so okay. I don't know. Maybe that's what she meant.
And then the other thing that she wanted you to talk a bit about was the fact that you invented Team PAWG's double ass finisher. So what initially inspired that?
I was just thinking, and apparently it's a move in like a Street Fighter, and I didn't know. I was just thinking... Long story short, here's how the Team PAWG name came, because people were like, oh, did you come up with this thing? And it's like porn and whatever. I'm like, no, here's how Team PAWG came about. Me and Jordan had a match. Beyond Wrestling posted it online on YouTube. And people were like, oh my God, look at those two PAWGs slugging each other. Oh my God, those PAWGs. I'm like, what is PAWG? I didn't know. Then I go online, I'm like, oh, can we say it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fat ass white girls. Okay. Fat PHAT, of course. But anyway, I'm like, that's funny. And then I'm like, oh, what the hell? We're Team PAWG. It doesn't matter. Like, might as well play with it. And it's already out there. And let's cash on it. Cast me out. Cast me out on that. So I was just thinking, because Drew Cordero from Beyond was like, do you have a finish? And I was like, it should be something with the ass, because we're Team PAWG. And for some reason, it just came to my mind, what if we run and we just squash the head of the person like a melon with our butts? And Jordan was like, what? Are you serious? And then Jonathan Gresham, her boyfriend's like, oh yeah, I see that. Like, here it is. Team PAWG's finisher.
I love it because it looks so good each time.
Oh,
too.
oh man, and you see the person going,
Oh, they're like they're never ready for it.
never. And what's funny, each single time when you watch that finish, which is called the ATM, but ATM not as we take it to the bank, ATM to look at the porn reference. And every time me and Jordan, because we have big butts, we always like collide, and there's one of us or the two of us, we fly. Like it's just like we bounce out of each other's butt. Oh my God, like always. Whoop.
I remember seeing it for the first time and thinking it's like when two people have like those plastic balls and they run into each other.
Yeah, it was like those big sumos and they go,
yes.
Oh, like it's the same thing with our butts.
Thank you for answering those questions. And
Hey,
thank you,
no
Jordan,
problem.
for sending those in. Make sure you keep drinking your tea because
Yes, every night.
Every night.
I need to. I'm a really stressed person and anxious. I need my tea to calm down.
Fair enough.
Some chamomile stuff. No.
Well, I wanted to do a little this or that with you with some things that I know you really like.
All right.
So some of these might be a bit difficult, but let's see how you do.
All right.
All right, first one, Iron Maiden or Avenged Sevenfold?
Oh, Lord. I'll go with Maiden because they're a classic forever.
Okay, Star Wars or Zelda?
Star Wars.
Fantasy novels or horror movies?
Fantasy novels. I'm not really into horror movies. I like the heart, if that makes sense. Anything that has to do with artwork that's around horror, I really like. But the horror movies, I think these days it's not as it used. You know, it's
just overdone.
It's overdone. It's all about gore. There's no story. It's not like the old school Michael Myers, you know, Halloween, the original. It's okay. So I used to love it. I used to every weekend when I was a kid, and I'm talking like 7, 8 years old, like, oh, Jason was the big thing. So every weekend I would go out and rent like Jason movies and Freddy's but with time, I just got, the same thing again. Oh, okay, it's disgusting. Oh, whatever.
Did that stuff freak you out as a kid, or were you pretty,
No, I was pretty into it.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't turn out a serial killer, but...
Well, for the last one I have, because you've been kind of putting out some MyFitnessPal things through your Twitter, and you can kind of see some of the things you've been doing lately, and you've like really been working at it. So cardio or weight training?
I'll say weight, but the weight training that I do is usually mixed up with cardio. I work with seconds, not with reps. 20 seconds, I lift as heavy as I can.
Okay.
So it's working my cardio at the same time. Because cardio, I like, it's okay. If I have music, I'm good to go. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, I'm just bored by it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I have some tweets here that I would love to hear a bit more about.
So
I'm going to read them out loud, and you can tell me what your thought process was. Okay, so the first one that caught my eye was you shared a photograph of a DM, and the DM just said, I want to pork you. Then you said, pork you. That's a new one.
Yes.
I have to deal with this bullshit every day.
Today, I had, hey, do you sell items? I'm like, yes, go to LuFisto.com. It's like, no, more personal. It's like, I don't sell pennies. I'll pay $100 for them. Like, whatever. Like, I did not even answer. I'm like, no.
How do you respond to certain things like that?
I try to be polite, and I try to, everyone has their fetishes, their fantasies. I'm cool with that. But sometimes they're just like, hey, if I answered, I don't do it, and I don't want to do it. Just, go do your thing. There's there's great hookers out there and dancers. It's their profession. They'll gladly take your money. I'm a professional wrestler. I fight and I kill people, not literally. For I know. No, I've never killed anyone. In the ring's another story. But no, there's people out there, that's what they do, that's their job, reach out to them. I know for some reason there's a thing with women with big thighs, and oh God, I could squish a melon with my thighs and all this stuff I hear. But yeah, I'm like, I try to answer. There's people that are really nice. Okay, I understand. Not into it. Thank you for responding.
Yeah,
okay,
of
but
course.
there's the one. Oh, come on! You wrestle in spandex. Why can't you send me panties? Or what about your bras or pantyhoses? I'm like, okay. I just like
That's enough.
I try to laugh about it. The pork one. I was like, what do you mean pork? I'm like, yeah, that's the new one. I've never heard that. I don't know if it was like he misspelled. Like maybe he wanted to say, I want to poke you. But yeah.
No, that's like been a phrase for a while. So when I saw your tweet, I laughed because I was like, who sends that to someone?
It must be the French Canadian in me. There's expressions that I don't know, like what is pork or like PAWG. I didn't know what PAWG was.
When I saw Team PAWG, I had to Urban Dictionary that. So I'm with you on that.
That's what I did. Like, oh Lord, okay. And then it's like, let's play with it. And it's funny because being a bigger woman, I've always been kind of like. Not bothered, but with the weight and everything. And Team PAWG like embraces the thicker women so good and people are like, ass meat. I'm like, oh yeah. No, that's funny. That's because Rich, the announcer from Beyond Wrestling, goes, how do you want to be announced? Like, I'm like, how much do you weigh, Jordan? How much I weigh? Okay, that's for 25, and I'm like, you know what? 25 pounds of pure athletic ass meat. And he's like, oh yeah, we kind of worked it out together, so he does it perfectly, and people are like tapping, ass meat. I'm like, oh yeah.
She loves it.
I do. It makes me feel better about myself. I literally did.
The other tweet here, and this drives me crazy as well. He said, dear restaurant owners and managers, why are your restrooms always cold? That's where we drop our pants. Can't we keep our butts warm? Also, no hot water to wash our hands is unacceptable, you cheap fucks.
Oh, the things I say. I'm like, no wonder nobody wants to hire me. No, no, it's just important. If you go to a restaurant, you're going there to eat. And that's, the hands, everybody knows, that's how the germs, go everywhere. And I'm like, why the hell do I have to go in there? And I'm 5 feet tall. I can't stand the pee, okay? I have to sit down. So when your toilet's by the pee, like, really clean. So every time it's the little paper underneath. It's terrible. Yeah, I can't really squat because if I squat, my butt's touching. I'm 5 feet tall. It's the struggle. The struggle is real, and then it's cold, and you're like, oh God, and then you're trying to do your business, and then you go and you really want to wash your hands, and it's cold. You're like, I just peed or poo, and you're not giving me the proper tools to make sure that your establishment stays, in the boundaries of what people are expecting, and the government as well. You think you have to keep your establishment. There's people coming and people in the restaurant kitchen, make sure it's clean. Go in the toilets. If there's no hot water, find them or sue them. Do whatever you have to do. There should be clean water in there.
Oh, thank you for expanding
clean
on
and
that.
clean
Very
and hot.
important.
Hot water. Yes.
You're a self-coined headbanger. So to you, who is that ultimate either heavy band or metal band? If you had to choose one that you just absolutely love.
Well, Iron Maiden's my favorite of all time.
Okay.
I think they're wonderful musicians. They can play whatever. It's one of the only bands that Foo Fighters also has 3 guitar players, but it really sounds like classical music. If you carefully listen to Iron Maiden, the way their songs are built, it's like classical music. And the singer has a beautiful voice. To me, I'm a metal person, but if the singer is screaming or I can't hear what he's saying, it has to be melodic.
Okay.
And Iron Maiden has that. And when you go see a show at Iron Maiden, it's theatrical. There's a setting for each and every different songs. So to me, like they're the go-to. But for the newest bands, I really like Avenged Sevenfold. I always be it's not really metal, it's more a punk, but the Misfits. Actually, here's the thing. People are wondering what my sleeve is. And as much as I love wrestling, metal has been my go-to. It's been my safe place. And that's, if I'm down, I kind of said it online, I've been struggling with depression bad in the past year, and metal is like it's like my lifeline. So what my tattoo represents is actually all the bands that I've been listening since I was really small. My first memory of metal is actually my uncle, and I was 3 years old, saying, "Look, this record, when you play it backwards, you hear the devil." And I was like, "What?" And it was Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden. And metal has been in my life ever since. And so these are all my favorite bands. You got Avenged Sevenfold. You got Metallica in the front, represented with Lady Justice from And Justice for All. Mm-hmm. You got Rat Hell from Megadeth. Megadeth is one of my favorites too. They would be up there. Okay. The Misfits, you got Iron Maiden, and you got Guns N' Roses on this side. So it's like a metal sleeve. Because to me, it means it's not just a band that I stamped on me. They mean something to me, and they help me through so many things that's why they're on my body permanently.
That's awesome. And they look so good.
Yeah, my
they're such good tattoos. I watch a lot of tattoo shows. I don't know why when I see tattoos.
Yeah, me too. I'm really into Ink Master, and I'm like, are the lines clean? I'm like, that's why I haven't had any tattoos lately, because I can't find the artist that you can touch me. Yeah. I was like,
it's a lifetime career.
Exactly. I've been really picky, and the older stuff I have, I'm like, oh my god, this line, I need to cover this up. It's like I'm like really, really picky because of Ink Master that I watch. Oh my god, like it's like a religion. I've been watching since the beginning. I just love. I don't think tattoo artists get the credit for the beautiful artwork that they're producing.
I love that show because the artistry of it's so neat.
I really like Chris Nunez. Hi.
Did you say hi? Hi. Well, just to wrap things up, I do want to leave it with the fans. Is there anything you want to say to all of those who will be viewing?
When I started wrestling, nobody wanted to help me because I was the girl, and I always felt like I need to help people. But it sounds stupid, but yeah, I mean, if it helps, it's worth it.
You're a total badass, inspiring so many. Just thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at aliciatoot.com for all exclusive interviews and features. We'll see you next time.